Hi. I'm still me, Miko. Uh, so, I don't know if you guys have been keeping tabs on the whole uh, Johnny Depp situation, but I have, because since I was like 13, I had a crush on the guy. And so I follow his career, and when this whole Amber Heard craziness situation happened, I started following up because he is actually not the only person in the world who has a psychotic megalomaniac trying to drive them insane and make them feel like they're the crazy person. I've been there a couple times. Thankfully for him, he only had it the once. And while he's still going through it, um, hopefully his ends before the 17-year point mine took. And so, yeah. But that being said, she used certain things in our current culture against him. And I kind of knew that they would be weaponized. I just never saw this scenario in my head. She used the Me Too movement against him. And that's fucked up because I know that there are plenty of people out there who use that movement and they're not victims or survivors. They just want to fit in with a crowd that is gaining sympathy, if that makes sense. And I know, it's completely deranged, but it's true. Um, I believe that the whole believe her part of the movement is bullshit. These kinds of stories need to be vetted. And I'm not saying that a woman should be interrogated when she comes forth about things like this, because that's not the case. Having lived through some really, really fucked shit in life, I know that talking about it is extremely difficult. And I wouldn't want to put anyone through it, but if you're going to come out publicly about it, which he was brave enough to have done, if you're going to come out publicly about it, you kind of need the support of the person you're telling. And while they should take it with a grain of salt, they should also follow the chain of evidence, and they should also interview the people involved. Anyone who has been in the situation would see the difference between his testimony and hers. With hers, she's just trying to brush it off. Oh God, whatever, let's just get this over with. Oh my God, I can't believe he said that too. Or is laughing at her mocking him on the recordings. I remember trying to tell someone in front of my abuser that I had been abused, and he was standing there and smiling, waiting to see if anyone believed me. And the person that I was telling, watching him smile, thought that I was lying. And the reason they thought that was because he was smiling. He was just like, I don't know where she gets that shit. Would it have been better for me had the person believed me? Yeah, probably, sure. But had he believed me then, I probably wouldn't have several months later come to my senses and gotten myself out of the situation. Could he have gotten me out of the situation? Probably not. Now that I think of it, I mean, it was a really fucked up situation, and he was also scared of my boyfriend, so it really wouldn't have gotten me very much of anywhere. And seeing that now, well, honestly, it's neither here nor there, because what happened happened, and I got out of it eventually, and that's, you know, that was in 1989, 87, 89, around then. No, 89 to 91. Yeah. There wasn't a movement back then. There was no Me Too. There was no standing up in solidarity. There was no camaraderie. There was none of that. What there was a culture of, even though it happens behind closed doors, you can hear it from the other side of the door and you know it's going on. But everyone turned a blind eye because it was not their business. It's kind of a double-edged sword now, because while people are also not minding their business and staying out of it, they are getting so involved that they are turning things into what they are not. Like in his case, turning him into the abuser for the narrative of her being the victim. That's not okay. And they weaponized the entire movement on her behalf. The ACLU, for fuck's sake, they are standing by her side. They helped her write that opinion piece. They've become a parody of themselves. It's not okay. It's a very dangerous world we live in, where if a girl doesn't get her way, she can attempt to ruin a man's life. Look at the Joel Kinnaman situation, that model that tried to blackmail him and say that he raped her, brought charges against him because he wouldn't help her get famous. This is becoming a trend. And they are using the Me Too movement. They are using that as kind of a shield. This will protect me. This will get me further in life. This will help me fuck him over. And he'll lose his credibility. And then I can become what it is that I want to be. Because now, as the victim, people are going to listen to me. So I can go out and say, I want to become an actress. And people are going to be like, yes, you should become an actress. And you should be cast in things. And that's not okay. That's not okay, because they're lying. And they're using these lies to propel themselves in life. But these lies are being unloaded on these people. These tremendous lies are being unloaded on these people, and these lies are derailing parts of their lives, and it's not an okay thing. It's not an okay thing, because this is something that should not be weaponized. It's a thing that should be there to help those who are genuinely suffering. I don't know. That's just, my thoughts. I could be wrong. Probably not. We have to find a way to figure out how to be sure that the person who is using the Me Too movement actually is a survivor. That the things that happen to them really happen. And this is so that we don't invalidate someone's actual struggle. Because I feel that those people should have the backing of people around them, have a support system that helps them get through what happened to them. Because it's not okay. It's not okay to be raped. It's not okay to be assaulted. It's not okay for horrible things to happen to people. It's not okay. But it is also, by the same token, not okay to unleash lies and attempt to derail a person's life simply because you feel you deserve something or that you are owed something. It's not okay to say these horrible things about a person, especially when they aren't true. It's not okay.